Section 4 of Comic Tragedies by Louisa May Alcott. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Section 3. Captive of Castille, or The Moorish Maiden's Vow. Characters: Bernardo, Lord of Castille.
Read by Algy Pug.
Ernest Lestrange, an English lord.
Read by Marty Chris.
Hernando, a priest.
Read by Matthew Reese.
Selim, a slave.
Read by Peter Bishop.
Zara, daughter to Bernardo.
Read by Rashada.
Scene first. A thick wood. Storm coming on. Enter Ernest.
This summer sky, darkened by storm, is a fit emblem of my life. O happy England, why did I leave thee? Why let dreams of fame and honor win me from a home to wander now a lonely and bewildered fugitive? But why do I repine? Life, health, and a brave heart yet are mine, and mid all my peril God may send some joy to cheer me on to happiness and honor. Hist! A footstep! 'Tis a light one, but a Moorish foe steals like a serpent on his prey. I'll hide here, and if need be, I'll sell my life as a brave man should.
Conceals himself among the trees. Enter Zara, weeping.
Heaven shield me! Whither shall I turn? Alone in this wild forest, where may I find a friend to help? The dark storm gathers fast, and I am shelterless. The fierce Spaniard may be wandering nigh, and I dare not call for aid. Mistress of 100 slaves, here must I perish for one to lead me. Father, the faint heart turns to thee when earthly help is past. Hear and succor thy poor child now, who puts her trust in thee.
Ernest, coming forward.
Lady, thy prayer is heard. God hath not sent me here in vain. How may I best serve thee?
Gentle stranger, pity, and protect a hapless maid who puts her faith in thee. Guide me from this wildwood, and all the thanks a grateful heart can give are thine.
I ask no higher honor than to shield so fair a flower from the storm, or from rude hands that may harm it. But how chanced it, lady, that thou art wandering thus unattended? 'Tis unsafe for youth and beauty while the Spanish army is so near.
It was a foolish fancy led me hither, and dearly am I punished, journeying from a distant convent to my father's home. While my attendants rested by a spring, I wandered through the wood, unthinking of the danger, till turning to retrace my steps, I found myself lost and alone. I feared to call, and but for thee, kind stranger, might have never seen my home again. Ask not my name, but tell me thine, that in my prayers I may remember one who has so aided me.
It were uncourteous to refuse thy bidding, lady. Ernest Lestrange is the name now honored by the poor service I may do thee. In the Spanish army I came hither, and fear I have seen the last of home or friends. The Moors now seek my life, and ere I can rejoin my ranks I may be a slave. But the storms draw nearer. Let me lead thee to some shelter, lady.
Methinks I see a glimmer yonder. Let us seek it, for with thee I fear no longer. I can only give thee thanks, most honorable stranger. Yet a day may come when she for whom thou dost now risk thy life may find a fit return, worthy thy courtesy, to one so helpless and forlorn.
Exit Ernest and Zara. Curtain. Scene second. Room in the castle of Bernardo. Zara alone.
'Tis strange how the thought haunts me still. Long months have passed since last I saw that noble face, and yet those gentle eyes look on me. Ernest. 'Tis a sweet English name, and 'twas a noble English heart that felt such tender pity for a helpless maid. Hark! My father's step! He comes to tell of victories gained, of kingdoms won. Oh, would he might bring some word of him I have so longed to see and thank once more.
Enter Bernardo with a casket.
Joyful tidings, Zara. Granada is free. Here, love, are gems for thee. They have shone on many a fair lady's neck, but none more fair than thine. And here are things more precious far to me than all their gold and gems, a goodly list of prisoners taken in the fight, and sent to cool their Spanish blood in our deepest cells. Ah, many a proud name is here: Ferdinand Navarre, Carlos of Aragon, Lord Lestrange, and Baron Lisle. But, child, what ails thee?
Zara, starting up.
Lestrange? Is he a prisoner too? Hast thou read aright? Father! Father! It was he who saved me from a bitter death in yonder forest. I never told his name lest it should anger thee. For my sake, spare him, and let the gratitude thou hast felt for that kind deed soften thy heart to the brave stranger.
Nay, Zara, he is thy country's foe, and must be sacrificed to save her honour. 'Twas a simple deed thou hast spoken of. What brave man but would save a fair girl from storms or danger? 'Tis a foolish thought, love. Let it pass.
Oh, father! I who never bent the knee to man before implore thee thus.
Kneels.
Be merciful. Leave not the English lord to the dark and fearful doom that waits him. I know too well the lifelong captivity, more terrible than death itself, that is his fate. Oh, speak! Say he is forgiven, father.
Nay, what wild dream is this? Listen, child. I tell thee he must suffer the captivity he merits as thy country's foe. He hath borne arms against thy king, slain thy kindred, brought woe and desolation through the land our fathers gave us. And thou wouldst plead for him? Shame on thee! Thou art no true daughter of thy suffering country, if thou canst waste one tear on those who are well lodged in our most dreary dungeons. Call thy pride to aid thee, Zara, and be worthy of thy noble name.
Father, thou hast often told me a woman's lot was mid the quiet scenes of home, and that no thoughts of fame or glory should lie within a heart where only gentleness and love should dwell. But I have learned to honor bravery and noble deeds, and I would pledge my troth for the noble stranger. See the English knight, and if he win thee not to gratitude, thou art not the tender father who through long years hath so loved and cherished thy motherless child.
Nay, Zara, nay. Honour is a sterner master than a father's love. I cannot free the captive till the king, who hath sealed his doom, shall pardon also. The prisoners are men of rank, and for thy country's sake must die. Forget thy foolish fancy, child, and set thy young heart on some fairer toys than these false English lords. Adieu, love, I must to the council.
Exit Bernardo.
Ah, there was a time when Zara's lightest wish was gladly granted. This cruel war hath sadly changed my father. He hath forgotten all his generous pity for suffering and sorrow. But my work is yet undone, and the stranger is a captive. He shall be free, and I will pay the debt of gratitude I owe him. I will brave my father's anger, but whom can I trust to aid me? Ha! Selim! He is old and faithful and will obey.
Claps her hands. Enters Selim.
Your bidding, lady?
Selim, thou hast known me from my birth, and served me well. I have done thee many a kindness. Wilt thou grant me one that shalt repay all that I have ever shown to thee?
Lady, thou hast made a slave's life happy by thy care, and through the long years I have served thee, hast never bid me do aught that was not right. If my poor services can aid thee now, they are most gladly thine.
Listen, Selim, while I tell thee what I seek. Thou knowest an English soldier saved and led me from the forest yonder, and thou knowest how my father thanked and blessed the unknown friend who had so aided me. Yet now, when it is in his power to show the gratitude he felt, he will not, and has doomed the man he once longed to honor to a lonely cell to pine away a brave heart's life in sorrow and captivity. I would show that gentle stranger that a woman never can forget. I would free him. Thou hast the keys. This is the service I now crave of thee.
Lady, canst thou ask me to betray the trust my lord, thy father, has been pleased to place in me? Ask anything but this, and gladly will I obey thee.
Ah, must I ever ask and be refused? Selim, listen! Thou hast a daughter. She is fair and young, and thou hast often sighed that she should be a slave. If thou wilt aid me now, the hour the chains fall from the English captive's limbs, that hour shalt see thy daughter free, and never more a slave. If thou wilt win this joy for her, then grant my prayer, and she is free.
Oh, lady, lady, tempt me not. Much as I love my child, I love mine honour more. I cannot aid thee to deceive thy father.
Nay, Selim, I do not ask it of thee. The proud name my father bears shall ne'er be stained by one false deed of mine. I ask thee but to lead me to the prisoner's cell, that I may offer freedom, and tell him woman's gratitude can never fail, nor woman's heart forget. And if my father ask thee aught of this, thou shalt answer freely. Tell him all, and trust his kindness to forgive. And if evil come, I will bear it bravely. Thou shalt not suffer. Thou shalt win thy fair child's freedom, and my fadeless thanks.
Thou hast conquered, lady, and for the blessed gift that is my reward, I will brave all but treachery and dishonour. Thou shalt find thy truest slaves in the old man and his daughter.
Kneels and gives the keys.
Thanks, good Selim, thanks. Thou shalt find a grateful friend in her thou hast served so well. I will disguise me as a female slave, and thou shalt lead me to the cell. Now go, I will join thee anon.
Exit Selim.
Oh, Ernest, Ernest, thy brave heart shall pine no longer. Another hour, and thou art free. Chains cannot bind, nor dungeons hold, when woman's love and gratitude are thine.
Exit. Curtain. Scene third. Dungeon in the castle of Bernardo. Ernest Lestrange, chained.
So end my dreams of fame and honor. A lifelong captive or a sultan's slave are all that fate has left me now. Yet mid disgrace and sorrow, one thought can cheer me yet, and one sweet vision brighten e'en my dreary lot. I have served my country well, and won the thanks of Spain's most lovely daughter. Sweet lady, little does she dream amid her happiness that memories of her are all now left to cheer a captive's heart. But hist! A footstep on the stair. Perhaps they come to lead me forth to new captivity or death.
Enter Zara, disguised as a slave.
Ah, who comes here to cheer the cell of the poor captive?
Captive no longer, if life and liberty be dear to me. Say but the word, and ere the sun sets, thou shalt be free amid the hills of Spain.
Who art thou, coming like a spirit to my lonely cell, bringing hopes of freedom? Tell me, what hath moved thee to such pity for an unknown stranger?
Not unknown to her I serve. She hath not forgot thee, noble stranger. When thou didst lead her from the dim wood, she said a day might come when she, so weak and helpless then, might find some fit reward for one who risked his life for her. That hour has come, and she hath sent her poor slave hither, and with her thanks and blessings to speed thee on thy way.
And is she near, and did she send thee to repay my simple deed with one like this? Ah, tell me her name. Where doth she dwell, and whence the power to set me free?
I may not tell thee more than this. Her father is Bernardo of Castille. She heard thy name among the captives doomed, and seeks to save thee. For if thou dost not fly, a most cruel death awaits thee. Listen to her prayer, and cast these chains away.
It cannot be. Much as I love my freedom, I love my honor more, and I am bound until my conqueror shall give back my plighted word to seek no freedom till he shall bid me go. Nay, do not sigh, kind friend. I am no longer sad. From this day forth captivity is sweet. Tell thy fair mistress all my thanks are hers, but I may not take the gift she offers, for with freedom comes dishonor, and I cannot break my word to her stern father. Tell her she hath made my fetters light, this cell a happy home, by the sweet thought that she is near and still remembers one who looks upon the hour when we first met as the happiest he hath known.
If there be power in woman's gratitude, thou shalt yet be free, and with thine honor yet unstained. She will not rest till all the debt she owes thee is repaid. Farewell, and think not Zara will forget.
Turns to go. Her veil falls. Ernest, starting.
Lady, and is it thou? Ah, leave me not. Let me thank thee for the generous kindness which has made a lone heart happy by the thought that even in this wild land there is still one to remember the poor stranger.
Pardon what may seem to thee unmaidenly and bold, but thou wert in danger. There were none whom I could trust. Gratitude hath bid me come, and I am here. Again I ask, nay, I implore thee, let me have the joy of giving freedom to one brave English heart. England is thy home. Wouldst thou not tread its green shores once again? Are there no fond hearts awaiting thy return? Ah, can I not tempt thee by all that man most loves to fly?
Lady, my own heart pleads more earnestly than even thy sweet voice. But those kind eyes were better dimmed with tears for my sad death than be turned coldly from me as one who had stained the high name he bore. And liberty were dearly purchased if I left mine honor here behind. Ask me no more, for till my father sets me free, I am his prisoner here. Ah, dearest lady, thou hast made this one lone cell bright, and other chains than these now hold me here.
Then it must be. Much as I grieve for thy captivity, I shall honor thee the more for thy unfailing truth, more prized than freedom, home, or friends. And though I cannot save thee now, thou shalt find a Moorish maiden true, and fearless as thyself. Farewell! May happy thoughts of home cheer this dark cell till I have won the power to set thee free.
Exit Zara.
Liberty hath lost its charms since thou art near me, lovely Zara. These chains are nothing now, for the fetters that thy beauty, tenderness, and grace have cast about my heart are stronger far.
Curtain. Scene fourth. Zara's chamber. Enter Bernardo. Bernardo, unfolding a scroll.
At length 'tis done, and here I hold the doom of those proud lords who have so scorned my race. The hour is come, and Bernardo is revenged. What ho! Zara, where art thou?
Enter Zara.
Dear father, what hath troubled thee? And how can Zara cheer and comfort thee?
'Tis joy, not sorrow, Zara, gives this fierce light to mine eye. I have hated, and am avenged. This one frail scroll is dearer far to me than all the wealth of Spain, for 'tis the death knell of the English lords.
Must they all die, my father?
Ay, Zara, all. Ere tomorrow's sun shall set, they will sleep for ever, and a good deed will be well done. I hate them, and their paltry lives can ill repay the sorrow they have wrought.
Let me see the fatal paper.
Takes the scroll. Aside.
Yes, his name is here. Ah, how strange that these few lines can doom brave hearts to such a death.
Aloud.
Father, 'tis a fearful thing to hold such power over human life. Ah, bid me tear the scroll, and win for thee the thanks of those thy generous pity saves.
Bernardo, seizing the paper.
Not for thy life, child. Revenge is sweet, and I have waited long for mine. The king hath granted this. Were it destroyed, the captives might escape ere I could win another. Nay, Zara, this is dearer to me than thy most priceless gems. To-night it shall be well guarded neath my pillow. Go to thy flowers, child. These things are not for thee. Thou art growing pale and sad. Remember, Zara, thou art nobly born, and let no foolish pity win thee to forget it.
Exit Bernardo.
Oh, father, father, whom I have so loved and honored, now so cold, so pitiless. The spirit of revenge hath entered thy kind heart, and spread an evil blight o'er all the flowers that blossomed there. I cannot win him back to tenderness, and Ernest, thou must perish. I cannot save thee. Perhaps 'tis better so. But oh, 'twill be a bitter parting. Nay, nay, it shall not be. When this wild hate hath passed, my father will repent. Alas, 'twill be too late. I will save him from that sorrow when he shall find he hath wronged a noble heart, and slain the friend he should have saved. But stay, how shall I best weave my plot? That fatal paper, once destroyed, I will implore and plead so tenderly, my father will repent, and ere another scroll can reach his hands, I will have won thy freedom, Ernest. This night beneath his pillow it will be, and I, like a midnight thief, must steal to that couch and take it hence. Yet it shall be done, for it will save thee, father, from a cruel deed, and gain a brave heart's freedom. Ernest, 'tis for thee, for thee!
Curtain. Scene fifth. Chamber in the castle. Bernardo sleeping. Enter Zara.
He sleeps calmly as a child. Why do I tremble? 'Tis a deed of mercy I would do, and thou wilt thank me that I dared to disobey, and spare thee from lifelong regret. The paper. Yes, 'tis here. Forgive me, father. 'Tis to save thee from an evil deed thy child comes stealing, thus at dead of night to take what thou hast toiled so long to win. Sleep on. No dark dream can break thy slumber now. The spirit of revenge shall pass away, and I will win thee back to pity and to love once more. Now, Ernest, thou art saved, and ere tomorrow's sun shall rise, this warrant for thy death shall be but ashes, and my task be done.
Exit Zara. Curtain. Scene sixth. Zara's chamber. Zara alone.
The long sleepless night at length hath passed. The paper is destroyed, and now naught remains but to confess the deed, and brave my father's anger.
Enter Bernardo.
Zara!
Why so stern, my father? Hath thy poor Zara angered thee?
I have trusted thee as few would trust a child. Thou art fair and gentle, and I had thought true. Never, Zara, till now hast thou deceived me. And if thou wouldst keep thy father's love and trust, I bid thee answer truly. Didst thou in the dead of night steal to my pillow, and bear hence the paper I had told thee would be there? Thy slave girl Zillah missed thee from thy couch, and saw thee enter there. She feared to follow, but none other came within my chamber, and this morn the scroll is gone. Now answer, Zara, didst thou take the warrant, and where is it now?
Burnt to ashes, and scattered to the winds. I have never stained my soul with falsehood, and I will not now. O father, I have loved and honored thee through the long years thou hast watched above me. How could I love on when thou hadst stained with blood that hand that blessed me when a child? How honor when thou hast repaid noble deeds with death? Forgive me that I plead for those thou hast doomed. I alone am guilty. Let thine anger fall on me, but, father, I implore thee, leave this evil deed undone.
Kneels.
Thou canst plead well for thy father's and thy country's foe. What strange fancy hath possessed thee, Zara? Thou hast never wept, though many a Christian knight hath pined and died within these walls. And even now, methinks, thou speakest more of gratitude than mercy, and seemst strangely earnest for this English lord who did thee some small service long ago. Speak, Zara, wouldst thou save them all? Were I to grant thee all their lives save his, wouldst thou be content to let him die?
Nay, father, but for his tender care thou wouldst have no daughter now to stand before thee, pleading for the life he bravely risked in saving mine. Oh, would I had died amid the forest leaves ere I had brought such woe to him, and lived to lose my father's love.
Listen, Zara, little as I know of woman's heart, I have learned to read thine own, and if I err not, thou hast dared to love this stranger. Ha! Is it so? Girl, I command thee to forget that love, and leave him to his fate.
Never! I will not forget the love that like a bright star hath come to cheer my lonely heart. I will not forget the noble friend who mid his fiercest foes could brave all dangers to restore an unknown maiden to her home. And when I offered liberty, for I have disobeyed and dared to seek his cell. He would not break the word he had plighted, father, unto thee. He bade me tempt him not, for death were better than dishonor. Ah! Canst thou doom him to a felon's death? Then do it, and the hour that sees that true heart cease to beat, that hour thou hast lost the child who would have loved and clung to thee through life.
Child, thou hast moved me strangely. I would grant thy prayer, but thou shalt never wed one of that accursed race. I bear no hate to the young lord, save that he is thy country's foe, and if he gains his freedom, he will win thee too. By Allah, it shall never be. Yet listen, Zara, if I grant his life, wilt thou ask no more?
'Tis all I ask. Grant me but this, and I will give thee all the gratitude and love this poor heart can bestow.
Then 'tis done. Yet hold, the price that thou must pay for this dear boon is large. Thou must swear never to see him more, must banish love, nay, even memory of that fatal hour when first he saw and saved thee. If thou wilt vow to wed none but one of thine own race, his life and liberty are thine to give. Speak, Zara, wilt thou do all this?
Oh, father, father, anything but this! Pity, gratitude, and love have bound me to him, and the fetters thou hast cast around him are not stronger than the deep affection he hath wakened in my heart. Oh, why wilt thou not give life and liberty to him, and joy to thy child? I will not take the vow.
Then his fate is sealed. Thy girl's heart is too selfish to forego its own joy for his sake. Thou dost not love enough to sacrifice thy happiness to win his freedom. I had thought more nobly of thee, Zara.
I will be worthy all thou mayest have thought me, but thou canst little know the desolation thou hast brought me. Thou shalt see how deeply thou hast wronged me and my love. I will bear all, suffer all, if it will win the life and liberty of him I love so deeply and so well.
Would to heaven thou hadst never seen this English stranger! Again, and for the last time, Zara, I ask thee, wilt thou leave the captive to his fate, and seek another heart to love?
Never! I could mourn his death with bitter tears, but oh, my love is worthy a deeper sacrifice. He shall never suffer one sad hour, if I may spare him, and never know that liberty to him will bring such life-long sorrow unto me.
Then wilt thou take the vow I bid thee?
I will.
Then swear by all thou dost hold most dear, and by thy mother's spirit, to wed one only of thy father's race, and through joy and sorrow, through youth and age, to keep thy vow unbroken until death.
I swear, and may the spirit of that mother look in pity on the child whose love hath made her life so dark a path to tread.
May thou find comfort, Zara. I would have spared thee this, but now it cannot be. Yet thy reward shall well repay thee for thy sacrifice. The English knight is free, and thou shalt restore him unto life and liberty. May Allah bless thee, child.
Exit Bernardo.
'Tis over. The bright dream is past. Oh, Ernest! Few will love thee as I have done. Few suffer for thee all that I so gladly bear. And none can honor thy true, noble heart more tenderly than she whose hard lot it is to part from thee forever. Still, amid my blighted hopes, one thought can brighten my deep sorrow. This sacrifice but renders me more worthy of thee, Ernest. Now farewell, love. My poor heart may grieve for its lost joy, and look for comfort but in heaven.
Curtain. Scene 7th. The cell. Ernest chained. Enter Zara.
My lord, I seek thee with glad tidings.
Why pale, dear lady? Let no care for me dim thine eyes, or chase the roses from thy cheek. I would not barter this dark cell while thou art here for a monarch's fairest home.
Thou wilt gladly leave it when I tell thee thy captivity is o'er, and I am here to set thee free. I have won thy liberty, and thou mayest fly with honor all unstained. For here my father grants thy pardon, and now bids thee go.
How can I thank thee for thy tenderness and pity? How may I best show the gratitude I owe thee for the priceless boon of freedom thou hast this day given?
Nay, spare thy thanks. I have but paid the debt I owed thee, and 'tis but life for life. Now haste, for ere the sunset hour thou must be beyond the city gates, and on thy way to home and happiness.
Takes off his chains.
And now, brave heart, thou art free, and Zara's task is done.
Turns to go.
Stay, lady, thou hast loosed the chains that bound these hands, but oh, thou hast cast a stronger one around my heart, and with my liberty comes love and thoughts of thee, thy beauty, tenderness, and all thou hast done for me. Lady, thou hast cast away my fetters, but I am captive still.
He kneels.
Ah, listen, Zara, while I tell thee of the love that like a sweet flower hath blossomed in this dreary cell, and made e'en liberty less precious than one word, one smile from thee.
I may not listen. 'Tis too late, and 'tis a sin for me to hear thee. Ah, ask me not why, but hasten hence, and leave me to the fate thou canst not lighten.
Never. I will not leave thee till I have won the right to cheer and comfort her who has watched so fearless o'er me. Tell me all, and let me share thy sorrow, Zara.
Ah, no, it cannot be. Thou canst not break my solemn vow. Go, leave me. Heaven bless thee, and farewell.
A solemn vow. Hast thou bound thyself to win my freedom? Then never will I leave this cell till thou hast told me all. I swear it, and I will keep the oath.
Ernest, I implore thee, fly, or it may be too late. Thou canst not help me, and I will not tell thee. Ah, leave me! I cannot save thee if thou tarry now.
Never till thou hast told me by what noble sacrifice thou hast saved this worthless life of mine. Let me free thee from thy sorrow, Zara, or help thee bear it. Thou hast won my pardon, and I will not go till thou hast told me how.
And wilt thou promise to go hence when I have told thee all, and let me have the joy of knowing thou art safe?
I will leave thee, Zara, if thou canst bid me go. Now tell me all thy sorrow, love, and let me share it with thee.
Ernest, I sought to save thee, for I had learned to love the noble stranger who had done so kind a deed for me. I sought to win my father back to gratitude. I wept and I sued in vain. He would not grant thy life, the boon for which I prayed. Alone I watched above thee, and when the warrant for thy death was sent, I took it from his pillow and destroyed it. Thou wast safe. My father charged me with the deed, and when I told him all, he bid me love no more, and leave thee to thy fate. He bid me show how strong my woman's heart could be, and told me, if I yet desired thy freedom, I might win it, if I took a solemn vow to wed none but my father's race. I took the vow, and thou art free. Ah, no more! And let us part while yet I have the strength to say farewell.
And is it too late? Canst thou not take back the vow and yet be mine? I cannot leave thee, rather be a captive here till thou shalt set me free. Come, Zara, fly with me, and leave the father who would blight thy life to satisfy a fierce revenge. Ah, come, and let me win thee back to love and happiness.
Ernest, tempt me not. By that sad vow I swore by all my future hopes, and by my dead mother's spirit, I would never listen to thy words of love. And stern and cruel though my father be, I cannot leave him now. Deep and bitter though this sorrow be, 'tis nobler far to bear the burden than to cast it down and seek in idle joys to banish penitence. For thorns would lie amid the flowers. Farewell. Forget me, and in happy England find some other heart to gladden with thy love. Oh, may she prove as fond and faithful as thy Moorish Zara.
I will plead no more, nor add to that sad heart another sorrow. I will be worthy such true love, and though we meet no more on earth, in all my wanderings sweet tender thoughts of thee shall dwell within my heart. I will bear my sorrow as a brave man should. The life thou hast saved and brightened by thy love shall yet be worthy thee. Farewell. May all the blessings a devoted heart can give rest on thee, dearest. Heaven bless thee, and grant that we shall meet again.
Exit.
Gone, gone forever! O father, couldst thou know the deep grief and despair thy cruelty has brought two loving hearts, thou wouldst relent and call them back to happiness. Where can I look for comfort now? I will seek the good priest who hath so long watched above the motherless child. I must find rest in some kind of heart, and he will cheer and teach me how to suffer silently. I will seek old Hernando's cell.
Exit Zara. Curtain. Scene 8th. Cell of the priest. Hernando reading. Enter Zara.
Father, I have come for help and counsel. Wilt thou give it now, as thou hast ever done to her who comes to learn of thee, how best to bear a sorrow cheerfully and well?
Speak on, dear child. I know thy sorrow. Thou hast loved, and sacrificed thy own life's joy to win a brave heart's freedom. Thou hast done nobly and well. Thy sorrow will but render thee more worthy of the happiness thou hast so truly won.
No, no, we shall never meet again on earth. Ah, holy father, they who told thee of my love for one who well might win the noblest heart have told thee but the lightest part of the deep grief that bears me down. Listen to me, father, and then give me comfort if thou canst. To win my lover's freedom I have sworn a solemn oath to wed none but my father's race. Ernest came from sunny England, and I am the daughter of a Moorish lord. Alas, 'tis vain to hope. The vow is given, and must be kept.
Ay, Zara, and it may be kept. But these sad tears will change to sighs of joy when I have told thee all. Then thou wilt bless the vow which brings thee sorrow now.
Oh, speak! Tell me what joy canst thou give to lighten grief like mine? Give me not too much hope, for if it fail, despair thou canst not banish will cast a deeper gloom o'er this poor heart. Now tell me all.
Calm thyself, poor child. It will be well with thee, and thou shalt yet blossom in thy loveliness beside the heart thou hast won. I will tell thee the true tale of thy fair mother's life. She loved and wed a stranger, and thus won the hatred of her Moorish kindred, who sought to win her for their prince's bride. And when she fled away with him to whom her true heart's love was given, they vowed a fierce revenge. Years passed away. She drooped and died. Thy father perished bravely on the field of battle, and left his child to me. I stood beside thy mother's dying bed, and vowed to guard her babe till thou wert safe among thy Moorish kindred. I have watched thee well, and thou art worthy all the happiness thy true heart hath won. Bernardo of Castille is but thy mother's friend. Thy father was an English lord, and thou canst keep thy vow, and yet wed the brave young Englishman who hath won thy love.
Heaven pardon this wild, wilful heart that should mourn the sorrow sent when such deep joy as this is given? Ah, father, how can I best thank thee for the blessed comfort thou hast given?
Thy joy, dear child, is my reward. When thou art safe with him thou lovest, my task on earth is done, and I shall pass away with happy thoughts of the sweet flower that bloomed beside the old man's path through life, and cheered it with her love. Bless thee, my Zara, and may the spirit of thy mother watch above thee in the happy home thou hast gained by thy noble sacrifice.
O father, may the joy thy words have brought me brighten thine own life, as they have mine. The blessings of a happy heart be on thee. Farewell, father.
Kneels, kisses his hand. Exit. Curtain. Scene 9th. Hall in the castle. Enter Zara.
Selim said the packet would be here.
Takes the paper.
Ah, 'tis from Ernest. He is near me. We may meet again.
Opens letter and reads.
Lady, thy father will this night betray the city to the Spanish king, who hath promised his life and liberty for this treachery. He will not keep his oath, and thy father will be slain. Then bid him fly and save all he most loves, for no mercy will be shown to those within the walls when once the Spanish army enters there. Save thyself. Heaven bless thee. Ernest.
Brave and true unto the last. O heart! Thou mayest well beat proudly, for thou hast won a noble prize in the love of Ernest Lestrange. Time flies. This night the city is betrayed, and we must fly. Bernardo, lord of fair Castille, is a traitor. Ah, thank heaven he is not my father! Yet for the love I bore him as a child, he shall be saved, and I will cheer and comfort him now that the dark hour of his life has come.
Enter Bernardo.
Zara, why dost thou look thus on me? I come to bid thee gather all thou dost most prize, for the army is before the city, and we may be conquered ere tomorrow's sun shall set.
Seek not to deceive me. I know all, and the love I bore thee as my father is now turned to pity and contempt for the traitor who will this night betray Castile.
Girl, beware, lest thy wild folly anger me too far. What meanest thou? Who hast dared to tell thee this?
Thou wouldst betray, and art thyself betrayed. And were it not for him whom thou hast wronged and hunted, ere tomorrow's dawn thou wouldst be no more, and I a homeless wanderer. Here, read the scroll, and see how well the false king keeps his word he plighted thee for thy deed of treachery.
Bernardo reads and drops the paper.
Lost! Lost! Fool that I was to trust the promise of a king! Disgraced, dishonored, and betrayed! Where find a friend to help me now?
Here, in the child who clings to thee through danger, treachery, and death. Trust to the love of one whom once thou loved, and who still longs to win thee back to happiness and honor.
Nay, child, I trust thee not. I have deceived thee, and blighted all thy hopes of love. Thou canst not care for the dishonored traitor. Go, tell my guilt to those I would this night deliver up to death, and win a deep revenge for all the wrong I have done thee. I am in thy power now.
Zara, tearing the paper.
And thus do I use it. No eye shall ever read these words that do betray thee, no tongue call down dishonor on thy head. Thy plot is not yet known, and ere to-night the gates may be well guarded. Thou mayst fly in safety, and none ever know the stain upon thy name. Thou whom I once called father, this is my revenge. I know all the wrong thou hast done me, the false vow I made to save the life of him I loved. Zara's pity and forgiveness are thine, freely given, and her prayer is that thou mayest find happiness in some fair land where only gentle thoughts and loving memories may be thine.
Thou hast conquered, Zara. My proud heart is won by thy tender pity and most generous pardon to one who hath so deeply wronged thee. But I will repay the debt I owe thee. Thou shalt find again the loving father and the faithful friend of thy young life. Thou shalt know how well Bernardo can atone for all the sorrow he hath brought thee.
And I will be again thy faithful child.
'Tis well. And now, my Zara, ere the dawn of another day we must be far beyond the city gates. Selim shall guide us, and once free, together we will seek another and a happier home. Courage, my child, and haste thee. I will prepare all for our flight. Remember, when the turret bell strikes 7, we meet again.
Embraces Zara and exit.
Farewell. I will not fail thee. Love, joy, and hope may fade, but duty still remains. O Ernest, couldst thou but see thy own true Zara now! Wouldst thou could aid me!
Enter Ernest disguised.
Ah, who comes? A stranger? Speak! Thine errand.
Ernest, kneeling, presents a scroll.
An English knight without the gates did bid me seek thee with this scroll. May it please thee, read.
Zara opens and reads.
Lady, thou mayest trust the messenger. He will lead thee in safety to one who waits for thee. Delay not, danger is around thee. Thine Ernest.
Ah, here, so near me! Hope springs anew within my heart. Yes, I will go, homeless friend no more. Happy Zara! Joy now awaits thee. Yet stay, my promise to Bernardo. I cannot leave him thus in danger and alone. What shall I do? Oh, Ernest, where art thou now?
Ernest, throwing off disguise and kneeling before her.
Here, dearest Zara, here at thy feet to offer thee a true heart's fond devotion. To thee I owe life, liberty, and happiness. Ah, let me thus repay the debt of gratitude. Thy love shalt be my bright reward, my heart thy refuge from all danger now. Wilt thou not trust me?
Ernest, thou knowest my heart is thine, and that to thee I trust with joy my life and happiness. No vow stands now between us. I am thine.
Then let us hence. All is prepared. Thy father shall be saved. This night shall see us on our way to liberty, and in a fairer land we may forget the danger, sorrow, and captivity that have been ours. Come, dearest, let me lead thee.
I come. And Ernest, mid the joy and bright hopes of the future, let us not forget the sorrow and the sacrifice that hath won for us this happiness. And mayest thou ne'er regret the hour that gave to thee the love of the Moorish maiden, Zara.
Curtain. End of Section 4. Captive of Castille, or The Moorish Maiden's Vow.